Hello and welcome back to Booking Through Life. I'm Mary, and this is probably the last, or maybe second to the last, but maybe the last time I'm in front of the Christmas tree recording. It's January 2nd. I'll probably take it down Thursday or Friday. And anyway, so I thought I would do my wrap-up videos in front of the Christmas tree. So I have two wrap-up videos I'm going to do, and one will be Cloak and Dagger Christmas wrap-up, and I think I'm going to do a slideshow, and this one is just what I'm calling my cozy Christmas wrap-up. So all of the kind of Christmassy themed books that I read. So here we go, and we're going to do a thumbs up and a thumbs down and a thumbs in the middle. So let's see. The first book I read, I do believe, was The Wish Book Christmas by Lynn Austen, and it's sort of a continuation or a little novella continuation of her book If I Were You. You do not have to have read If I Were You to read The Wish Book Christmas, but it does have all the same characters. And it's about these two women, Audrey Barrett and Eve Dawson, and their little boys. And the little boys find the Sears. If you're my age, you'll know what this is. But think of like the Amazon or the Target little booklet of toys that they send out to you so that your kids can thumb through that. Well, Sears, which used to be a department store like JCPenney's or let's see, Dillard's, something like that, Macy's, they would send out this catalog of toys and things, and these little boys get this catalog. They're about 5 or 6, and they're just pouring through it, and they're just thinking of every single toy that they want, and they're going to tell Santa that they want everything in this wish book. And so the two moms try to teach their kids that there's more to Christmas than just giving or getting, and that giving is also good too. So yeah, I really liked it. It was really cute. A nice way to start off like the cozy Christmas. The next book that I really was looking forward to was Meg, Jo, Beth, and Amy, a graphic novel, a modern retelling of Little Women. And I loved that it had all girls of color. And I didn't even get to find out if they were adopted or stepsisters or what, but I just read like the first 4 pages, and I just didn't really care for their dialogue, and I was like, nah, I'm not going to waste my time on something that I'm not really into already. So I DNF'd that. Then the next book I read was Fannie Flagg's A RedBird Christmas. And I really like this. It kind of has this grumpy old man, and he thinks he's going to die anytime, and he moves to this little small town. And the grumpy old man, I forget what his name was, but he didn't really have a whole lot of friend connections or family connections. And he moves to this little town, and they kind of just take him in. And then the story goes from there. And it starts out at Christmas time, and it goes for a year. And one of the funny things about this is that I got this at a thrift store, and it is large print. And so I was reading it, and then when I got to my next book, I was like, oh my gosh, the print is so small. I can hardly read it. But then I adjusted. My cat is attacking my puzzle on the table. But anyway, this is a thumbs up. I can't really say for sure if this is a thumbs down, but it wasn't for me. So I'm going to say thumbs down. This, of course, was a thumbs up. I forgot I was doing thumbs up and thumbs down. Then I had checked this out at the library, and the library, I think because of COVID, has been doing automatic renewals. They haven't stopped that. And that's one thing that I love because I'm notorious for having a library fine. But I had checked this out a couple months ago, A Lady's Guide to Fortune Hunting by Sophie Irwin. and it's not Christmas, but oh, 2 thumbs up. I really like this one. Someone here, it's Nancy Prose. She wrote The Maid. I don't know who she is, but she says it's plucky, witty, and bright. Readers of Jane Austen and fans of Bridgerton will swoon and fan themselves as they devour this fun, frolicking bonbon of a book. And that's a good, that's a really good kind of little commercial for this book. Anyway, it's about Kitty Talbot, and she needs a fortune. She gets jilted. She's engaged, and she gets jilted. She's not even really in love with the guy, but she's really mad that he jilted her. And then she needs to find somebody because she feels like her family is depending upon her to marry well and support her family. So anyway, it's really good. I highly recommend that one. Sorry for the big thunk. Then I read The Nutcracker by, let's see, I can't remember. It's E.T.A. Hoffman, I think it is. And yes, and then my copy has pictures by Maurice Sendak. And I really enjoyed reading this. And then my sister-in-law read it as well. And yeah, the illustrations are gorgeous. And mouse key, and yeah, it's just really good Christmas read. I think I'm going to read this every Christmas. I really like that. And then another picture book that I read was The Christmas Candle, and I talked about this. The paintings are by Jacob Collins. It's written by Richard Paul Evans, and you know, it's a good book. It's just your standard. There's this kind of grumpy guy, and he needs a candle, and he goes to the candle maker, and the candle maker has all these beautiful candles, and he's like, I don't want to buy one of those. That's a waste of money. It's just going to end up being a puddle of wax. And then the candle maker gives him this candle that's going to illuminate things in a different way. And then it has a little Christmassy lesson to it. And then, so yeah, I liked that book. It's okay. I liked the paintings more than I liked the story, although the story is sweet and Christmassy. Then the next book I read was called Snowfall, and it's by Courtney Lyman, and it's not this book. I read the book, and I did not want to keep it, and a friend of mine was interested in it, so I gave it to her. And I'm not sure if I can do the magical floating book. If I can, I'll put it up here. It's really a pretty cover. It kind of looks a little bit like that, with some some snowflakes. The book was okay. I'll give it one of these thumbs. The book was all right. She's a Tucson author, so a local author to me. I went to a Christmas like gift mart, a Christmas mart, and at a church, and they had it was huge. They had tons of booths, and there were some really, really beautiful crafts there. And she was selling her books, and it was buy 2, get 1 free. So I bought 2, and I bought both 2 Christmas books, and then one, she has a series. And it read like a Hallmark movie. If you want to read a Hallmark movie, check her out. You can find her online. I will put her information in my description box. And she seemed like a really nice woman with a couple of kids. And, you know, I'm glad to support someone local. So it just wasn't my type of book. It was too predictable. And then finally, I have not finished this book, but I had wanted to, the 101 Dalmatians and the Starlight Barking by Dodie Smith. And so far, it's pretty good. I had read her book, I Capture the Castle, and I read that with the FOMO, Fear of Missing Out book club. It was our first book that we read, and it's interesting how very different these two books are. But anyway, I think I'm going to keep reading it, and I think I will end up giving it a thumbs up. So we'll just anticipate a thumbs up. Anyway, books that I did not get to. Something dropped off my tree. I was hoping to kind of read these little Christmas in my heart, little Christmas stories, and I just didn't get to them. We just had some things come up, and I just didn't get some reading done that I wanted. But that's okay. I had a really good December reading month, and for the most part, I really enjoyed the Cozy Christmas books that I read. So that's it for this video. Please feel free to comment. I'd love to hear if you like to read Christmas themed books during Christmas. If you do, which ones do you read? Yeah, how was your reading in December? And feel free to like and subscribe. And that's it for now. Until next time, when I will talk about my Cloak and Dagger wrap up, and also I have my worst books of 2022, and then I'm going to do my my award show for best books and best other things of 2022. Anyway, I'm rambling, and this short video is becoming long. So until next time, I hope all your books are good books. I'm in the middle of reading a very good book, and I will talk to you soon. Happy New Year!